Talk to you guys about the 20th movie in the MCU chronology, Thor Ragnarok. Now, this one is actually quite controversial movie as well, and what I have learned from the Phase 3 of the MCU is that they made quite a lot of movies that have driven a lot of controversy. Now, that's not a good thing, bad thing, but I'm like, maybe that's when I actually started really mainstreamly following social media for it, but I mean, like, I've been a part of that for quite some time. And most of the movies in the Phase 3 actually got a lot of love, but definitely got a lot of hate. And we shall we shall see. Thor, undeniably, is the most different take on the comic book, on the movie universe, on Thor as a character, on Thor's world in general, and in the movies. In the trilogies, it's the most standout movie out of all of them. And before anyone starts bashing at that, I mean, it's different. And I recognize that. And I love that. And I like the original movie. The second one was alright at best. Honestly, like, I'm sorry. The third one, amazing. Absolutely amazing. It had humor, it had lots of it. It took advantage of Chris Hemsworth's charm and timing. It took advantage of a lot of things that he himself admitted felt that the role limited in the original two movies. He felt that his character was so grounded that he just could not portray it the way he wanted to portray it. It was too airtight. It was too... It was not... He didn't feel like he could do what he wanted to do, and he didn't feel like it was just true form. Now, of course, this differs from the comics a lot, what happened in Thor Ragnarok, and a lot of people don't appreciate it because of that. But on the other hand, a lot of people are praising this movie to be one of the best MCU movies of all time. I'm not saying it's the best MCU movies of all time, but it is on my top 5. It is one of those movies that I had the most fun with. I enjoyed it a lot. It's one of those that I would rewatch any day. The plot of it is really hard to explain. It has a really simple plot, but the movie is so colorful, so grand. There's so much layers to it. It's a big comedy, essentially. It's a buddy cop comedy in a lot of ways, but it drives it up to where Avengers will be taking us. It takes place right before Avengers. And, it introduces to a heap of new characters. A villain that is actually quite alright and relatable as well. Hela. Like, they pumped out so many great villains in Phase 3. Hela was a great villain. And she got scrutinized for what she believed in, and she got locked away, and now she came back to take vengeance, and it's just... I mean, a lot of people feel like they're not being heard, and how people react to that is a very different notion, and, like, not saying do what Hela did, but I mean, like, a lot of people understand how misunderstandings and different things basically drive people to... I don't think Hela was always bad. I believe something happened to her, and this movie kind of made us look at Odin in a new light, Thor and Loki in another light. There's a lot of things that this movie made us question, and that's a good thing. I mean, I feel like, why not? If you can do that, then why not? Have fun with it, but also give us something to make it stand out from the other two. I mean, a third movie should be... It should still be fresh, in my opinion. And I don't know how fresh it would have been if it would have just repeated the same formula as the first two did, especially after what the second one did. It still carries over elements, like some pieces of the soundtrack are still in there. A soundtrack that I absolutely loved in the original by Patrick Doyle. And the soundtrack in this one was also absolutely amazing. What is Mark Mothersbaugh? I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. But he did an amazing job on the soundtrack, and I absolutely loved it. And sorry, not the soundtrack, the score, the composition. That's the stuff I'm into. Anyways, this introduces to a handful of new characters, like, Hela, sure, Korg and Meek, which everybody loves those guys. and Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie, and Jeff Goldblum's the Collector's brother. Yeah, and it's just so well done. I absolutely loved what this movie accomplished. A lot of talented actors, a lot of great characters, and a lot of different layers. Bring it on for the next phase. Bring it on for the future. And honestly, I hope they make another Thor movie. I don't know what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to... You know what? That's a lie now. Because some people actually know. Reviews are out for Avengers, the new one. And it's cemented a lot of history, and apparently it's a masterpiece. But then again, I will get to that when I see it myself, and I swear I'm not going to be spoiling it for anybody, but I do want to have my, 2 cents in there, kind of. But we will see in a couple days, 2 days that is, for US and Canada, and a bunch of other territories are getting it as of tomorrow. So keep off online if you don't want to get spoiled. We are in the Endgame now. That is quite literal, and have a good one, guys. Enjoy the movies. And we will see what happens.